Yeah, because usually I'll like postpone it like carp. Yeah, matter of fact, I got to get a hold of. Oh yeah, I'm not talking to myself, people. I swear, Gigi's on his way over here. So yeah, I'm talking to him through Facebook. I hope it's not my connection. I can't tell right yet. Everything's been running okay for me on here, except once in a while, YouTube or not YouTube. Dang it, Yahoo causes goes a little bit slow. And it was even worse last night when I was in the ER with mom. I was trying to follow the Indiana game, and there wasn't a full, uh, I guess, coverage of it. So you had a guy pretty much just giving you a 20-minute delay, and that's the best we had in the hospital. But it was still great to watch Indiana go up and up and up in the score and kick some butt. Now Miami comes up. Um, oh, Evan, how you doing, Evan? Sorry, I forgot. I should have done this one to begin with. I don't know if I can put this. Yeah, I'm gonna put a. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to post the link. What am I doing?
Hi.
There we go. Give a link for anybody that wants to come up because now we've got. Um, yeah, I've got the paid one, so I've got 10 spots, but I'll probably never use. Yeah, if you want to join, Evan, you're more than welcome. I mean, no obligation. I'm just kind of doing this to shoot the shit with Gigi and anybody else. Um, yeah, I had a rough night. I know Gigi had a rough night dealing with idiots, and let me see, doing all right. Got a big donation of health tests for my mask. Damn. Yeah, no hurry, Evan. I mean, like I said, that's just an open invite. Um, yeah, because last night I spent, you know, 5 hours, I think, give or take, at the ER because my mom was real bad last night and got her in there, and she was high on her uh, glucose number. But we didn't realize how high. But she was sick. Both ends stuff was coming out of. She could barely. Yeah, it was bad. Had me scared. Um, but they finally got her there. It literally, we were there 2 hours and they could not get blood out of her because they couldn't get a IV started. She was so dehydrated. So she called this morning and told me they're going to put a PIC line in, which I told her last night. I said, don't be surprised if they put something in like that. But see, I've got a power port because of chemo. She wants one now because of what she went through last night. But when they finally got her blood back, her glucose was over 700, which isn't good. And I wish I could say that was the major issue, but right now, like a lot of stuff for her that was normally bring her there, other than the high glucose, everything else was fine. It was new symptoms. She had trouble breathing, concentration. But once you know we were there for a while, she finally got her some of that back. Hey Gigi, how you doing? Welcome to the stage. Me talk about myself and taking
Hi.
over. Actually, you took over my
Yeah.
channel, so I should just shut up and let you do your thing. Yeah, matter of fact, I got to get a hold of uh, Earl and see if we're doing our show tonight. 'Cause I don't even know what tonight's is if we're going to do one. So, yeah, because if she decides she doesn't want to do one or she's not feeling good, that wouldn't break my heart because I'm unprepared. I don't know if this was I think that this is the cognitive dissonance one, but I need to find out either way. Um, Here comes Weirdo with all the cats. Yep, it's looking like you didn't plug your mic
There
in
we
yet.
go. I
Oh, there you go.
I thought I muted myself.
Like, well, he's talking, but I don't hear nothing. Damn it.
The classic Zoom problem or StreamYard
Right.
problem.
Yeah. How you doing this morning, Evan? Good to see you.
All right. Yeah. One of my neighbors brought over 48 C19 tests for me to give out to folks. So
Oh,
excited
damn.
about that. 48. Uh,
That's a lot.
exactly.
I
Like
can't count that high.
yeah, like, and I don't know where she got them this time. Like the last time she brought a bunch of tests over, HHS was doing this whole program where they were trying to get rid of these tests, and so she had a bunch from HHS, and they stopped that program. So I have no idea where she got them. Just
Right.
you know,
The black market. No.
Hmm.
Yeah, you don't have to be shy, Gigi, now.
Oh, hi.
Poor guy took a beating last night. Not really. He
Oh.
handled it. Yeah, from his so-called friends. Oh no, I'm not going to talk about this. Can't do it. Not going to give him the satisfaction. But
Um,
yeah, it's an early morning stream. I was bored. I got up and I figured if I got to get up, everybody else better get up and get on like YouTube too. It's the law.
yeah, well, I ain't gonna complain because I'm up earlier than I wanted to be on a
Oh
weekend.
man.
Yeah.
I got home about midnight last night from the ER because they kept mom overnight at least. And but by the time I got home, I had to let the dogs out, spend some time with them because they're freaking out. They're not used to being by themselves. And I think I finally went to bed about 3 o'clock. And then I got up at like 6 to let the dogs out and me go to the bathroom. And then I got up. I got my phone started ringing at 10 because I didn't know it was 10. So it's like, crap, I could get the phone. Where's that with my phone? Because of mom being in the hospital. Sure enough, it was her. So I called her back and she's like, well, they're going to put a PIC line in. And I said, well, I figured they would because she's so dehydrated. And then I don't know if you want to be here for that. I said, mom, it's really a simple procedure. If you want me there, that's fine. Or if not, it's no big deal. But at some point today, I'm sure I'm going to have to go up there.
Oh,
I just hope I don't have to pack a bag for her. Oh,
I forgot to tell you. I made a picture of Mother Teresa playing football at her time.
yeah, I saw you had one of her kicking my ass. That's the first one I seen. I got home and I looked at that and I said, "What the hell is? My God, Mother Teresa's kicking my ass." I told you she was evil.
I also have one of her boxing Christopher Hitchens.
Yeah, I saw that. I like that. That's the very first one.
And her playing football. Forgot what else.
And the thing about it is, after I do the Christopher Hitchen documentary, yeah, I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of theists that, or at least Catholics and Orthodox, that are going to want to box my ears in. For sure.
What that's what Boxing Day is for, right?
Yeah. My dog's barking, which isn't abnormal, but not this long. I wonder if my sister-in-law came down. Give me one. You guys keep talking. I'm just going to call my sister-in-law real quick, see if she's going to go up there to see a mom or not. The mom told her not to, but she very rarely listens.
Yeah, say hi to the doggos for me.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear them or not, but they're pretty far away barking. It's Jack.
I heard one of them.
Yeah, that's Jack. Chewy's probably laying on the couch saying, "I don't care."
Her playing
you don't sound very awake. Oh.
Her playing
you talk to Mama, correct? When? She didn't. Are you sure they're releasing her? No, because matter of fact, I know they're not releasing her because when I talked to her this morning, or she called me, and that's what I was just telling everybody online that when I picked the phone up, she said that they're going to put the PIC line in, which I told her that last night, that they'd probably put a PIC line because she wants a power port. I said, Mom, that's for chemo. You won't get that. Because as dehydrated as long as it took literally like 2 or 3 hours for them to get blood finally, and of course they can't start doing anything until they get the blood. But so if they're putting a PIC line in her, unless they're sending her home with some antibiotics like they did me when I had my blood infection from chemo, she's going to be there longer. I'm gonna have to call and find out. No, because when just before I hung up, when she called us, she said, "Well, don't worry about it now. They're here to do the procedure," and she couldn't talk, so I had to, I hung up. I may have to call her back to just say, make sure that she knows that she's not going anywhere unless something changed. Yeah, because I didn't even get to ask her how low the glucose was, because I mean it started at over 700 last night, and that's not going to be a slow process or a fast process. Right. Well, then I also last night were worried about that she had a dry kidney from being so dehydrated. So that's part, and I forgot that. I remember that on the way home, and I wasn't going to call you just to tell you that. But there's like stuff that she's not normally dealing with, you know. But let me get off here. Let me call her to see what's going on, because I don't want her to call me and say, "Well, where are you at? You were supposed to be here 10 minutes ago to pick me up." It's like, no, you talk to somebody else. Well, I'll call her and then talk to the nurse's station if I have to. But yet she's still going to be in there. Okay, well, let me get off here real quick and call her. All right. Sorry, guys, girls, boys, men's. I don't even know anybody's out. No, just the three of us. So there's no girls out here. Okay.
But yeah, do what you got to do. Take care of your ma.
Yeah. Hope she's all right.
Yeah.
Oh, she's better than she was last night, buddy. Yeah.
That's good.
I was worried last night, literally. When I didn't mean to be so short with you, but it's like, yeah, I'm on the way to the ER and she's not doing good. I meant she wasn't. Now she won't answer her phone.
That's all right. I just want to make sure you guys are all right. So.
Yeah, we're
exactly. Yeah, what Gigi said.
And now she's not answering her phone, and I'm supposed to call the nurse's station, and I don't even know the number. Are we in what room she was in? Okay, I'll just call her, tell her to call if she got time, because I got stuff to do. I got to be popular on YouTube. Okay, one more time. Let's call my sister-in-law. You gotta love this stuff. It gives me something to do. It's like my hobby.
Yeah, hey, I'm at the very least appreciating the update, and I hope your mom's getting better while she's
We'll find out. She didn't even answer her phone, so I don't know but I don't know where she's at to call the nurse's station. I don't even know what room she's in. Because remember last night I told you that they were just getting her up there, and I didn't have no idea what her room number was because she was still in the ER.
Yeah. Hey, but yeah, do what you got to do.
All right. Yeah, I may have to look online and get the generic number for the operator, then and call the nurse's station and see what's up with that. Or you can, because you're so good at being so polite to people, like my brother.
Okay, you should talk to some of the people I've yelled at. I can be mean when I want to be.
Yeah, I'll try to. I know there's only two of us in here, and I just like, oh, hold on, guys, I gotta call at least to see what's going on, and they're fine with it because one's Gigi and he. All right. Yep, I got out of that one pretty easy. Yeah, I mean, I would call, but the only thing that bothers me about my ex sister-in-law actually is she's so aggressive. I mean, and she got that from my brother, who's an idiot. I mean, could have the perfect dinner and he'll bitch about something just to get something free out of it. It's silly. One night we're sitting there, he got all our food comp except the alcohol because he didn't like a certain thing. Oh wait, I gotta turn this up a little higher, I guess.
I'll be right back. Gotta run. It sounds like I've got a delivery or something. Be right back.
Yep, no problem. Yeah, I'm not used to being online this early. Yeah, this is just shoot the shit anyway. We don't have some fun. We could sit here and pray that Clay gets a big deer.
Oh.
No, we need Z here. He's part of the takeover team.
Yeah.
We can all pray together, Catholic and all.
Oh. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm all here for sending good vibes, you know, if you can't do anything else, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing anything anyway. And then Gigi called me. He's like, okay, I get to talk to somebody. Wasn't sure where he was. So we talked for a good little bit before I decided to do a stream. I mean, if we're going to talk, we might as well do it online. Why not? This way, everybody can make fun of us and say, well, look at these idiots. That's just like an echo chamber. But we need a lifeguard. We need a lifeguard with floaties because we found out that you can't drink water out of a teaspoon without drowning. So, yes, lifeguards are definitely mandatory for that. Okay, that's enough of my pokes for now. Oh, I could say so much. It's not even funny. And to be honest, I'm glad I wasn't around last night because it would have got ugly. Or my
Yeah,
mom would have freaking poked him in the eyeball.
yeah, sometimes the best thing you can do is just like be like, you know what? I don't have the spoons for this.
Right. Well, that's why I only drink water now from a fork so I don't drown. Takes me a while, but I still get some water.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I'm not like the dogs that want to drink out of the turlet. That is nasty.
My
Unless you're into
cats
that
tried.
thing.
Yeah, I've seen so many cats do that, and it's
Oh,
just
yeah.
like, hi.
I've got a few friends that their cats poop in the toilet. They've got like a little screen or something. It's like,
Oh,
how do you train a cat to do that?
Yeah,
my
I've
cat.
seen videos of that. Sorry, go ahead, Gigi.
Oh, I had a cat try to do that too.
Yeah. It's not my cat. They're too lazy. They want to either go outside or the kitty litter or look at me like, hey, can you carry me to the kitty litter? No, it's right there, 2 feet in front of you there, little girl. 15-year-old cat, and she's still queen. It was funny today because the pit's a little bit afraid of her still, but he's getting better. But I had both. I had Jack on my lap. The pit was right next to my side, and here comes my cat. Sat right next, or actually right in the middle of both big dogs. And the pit, you can see looking at her like, is this safe? Is this safe? And then he finally calmed down. And then she finally, went away like she was trying to prove a point that I ain't scared of you big guys.
Yeah, when
She's
I
a
was
dog. I swear she's a dog. I'll say this to the day I die. That cat was a dog.
yeah, when I was a kid, we had my family had this tiny little tabby cat and a bulldog, and the cat discovered that the dog, brick of a dog, just absolute idiot. He was a bulldog, and
Right.
and he
Oh
loved,
God, yeah. They're
you know
dumb.
yeah, he loved to sleep under my parents' bed, and the cat discovered she could sit on top of the bed, lean over, smack him in the nose. He'd wake up, hit his head against the bottom of the bed, and then go right back asleep. And she would do that over and over and over, and he
Yeah.
just would not get it.
My brother got a bulldog, paid $3,000 for this stupid thing, and I asked him, "What does it do except run around and follow people? That's all it does." And slobber and drool, and I mean, he's cute, but it's like it's not a dog that because I'm used to like labs or dogs that can catch and fetch, you know, German shepherds, all sorts of dogs. But we've had God, mom had a poodle, she's had a Pekingese, she's had a Saint Bernard, um, lots of different. Yeah, mom used to rescue police dogs once they retired. So we had one Bo who failed obedience school, so she ended up adopting him, and then there was a pure white shepherd, Shotzi, who was very abused. And even though we had her for years, even us kids couldn't really get to her because she would sleep under chairs and stuff to get away from any. And as little kids, we'd get underneath her, not realizing, that's her safe space. But she never complained, and she would lick, and but yeah, that poor girl went through hell. I'm trying to think what other kinds. I know we have other dogs. Oh, a basset hound, Sherman, who He would get loose, go down to the neighbors, which wasn't all that far, who had horses, and he got kicked twice in the head, literally, and didn't phase him. We had tomato plants in our garden, and he would eat the roots. Well, they can eat the tomatoes to a point, but the roots are very toxic for them. So we ended up having to rush him to the vet. Mom spent all kinds of money and stuff, and yeah, I said, Mom, he would have probably survived, as dumb as he was. But I mean, he was a good, lovable dog. But I mean, basset hounds stink anyway, so you had to wash him all the time. But trying to think what else we've had. Thank goodness you never did the Chihuahua thing. I cannot stand Chihuahuas. The
Yeah.
Pekingese was bad enough.
Yeah, one of my friends when I was living out in British Columbia, one of my friends had like a bunch of dogs on his farm, including a little Chihuahua who literally hated everybody
Oh
except
yeah,
he hated everybody except him.
yeah. They are actually credited with the most attacks on people. You'd think it was a big dog, but it's a Chihuahua of all things. But what's sad is like Jack, when my sister in law went and got him, he was caged for the first 6 months of his lives until he got here. But he was also raised with 4 Chihuahuas. I cannot imagine. And then they had enough balls to tell my sister in law that the lab was just way too much. So they didn't actually pay much attention to him, and like that's why I think Jack suffers from like separation anxiety. He's not near as bad as he used to, but like last night, like I said, both dogs were going nuts because Mom wasn't here, I wasn't here, my son was here, my grandson was here, which probably helped because they love that. If anybody's stupid enough to try to harm that dog, as docile as my dogs is, I do not doubt for a second that both those dogs would protect that kid because they follow him everywhere. They don't even know who I am, and I'm the one that feeds them and takes them to the creek and go for they don't know who I am when Miles is here. Like now, neither one of them are in here, and I guarantee he's either on the couch with Miles or in the bedroom with my son and Miles. They love that kid. I think he's just a poop machine.
Yeah, I remember, when my uncles was still alive. I mean, I have uncles who are still alive, but this one isn't.
Right.
But yeah, he used to always have like at least a couple Rottweilers, and one of
Oh,
them,
beautiful dogs.
yeah, one of them had unfortunately probably been abused by
Yeah.
by cis men, and like so like my uncle was the only like cis man that this dog would like let get even close to him. And at one point when I was visiting that side of my family and I were visiting that side of the family, that dog literally tried to protect me from my own dad. It was so adorable, but my dad was like freaked the fuck out.
Give me 1 second. She called me back.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, that's what I told you. So is it still high then? And have they figured out about the infection? Or are they still waiting for the? Oh, okay. Yeah, because they're taking the cultures last night, and usually it's like 12 hours to 24 hours before they get the results. But they should have had them back by now. That's why I was kind of curious if they think she's septic again or not, or did you talk to? So you didn't talk to Mom then? Okay, I didn't know if I was going to see if she seemed any more fluid. Well, as long as you know she's going to be there for a few more days. Okay. Yeah, that's what I figured since they're putting a pig line in. There's no other reason they need to put a pig line in if they weren't going to keep her. Unless she was septic again and want to do the liquid like I had to do, but last time the pills worked for her, I think. Okay. Yeah, I was just making sure because when I talked to Mom, she said, "Oh, she told you not to come," and blah 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 blah. And I don't know if she needs something or doesn't need something, so she never asked. Oh. Right. Probably the pick line. Oh, well, that's probably something else then. Yeah, because when I talked to her, she didn't sound like she was out of it. It just sounded like she was wore out and tired. So that's why I wasn't too concerned about that. But last night she was out of it. That's for sure. She was walking around. It took her a good 45 minutes, and I'm like, I will not. No, I won't bathe my mama. I won't. The son shouldn't have to do that. And I come close to calling you and say, hey, what should I do? But then it's like, screw it. She finally got it together, and it's like, I'll just carry it because whatever she put on wasn't very flattering, but at least it got her there. So yeah, so I may wait a while and then call her to see what's going on, and she realizes she's staying because she didn't say anything about being released when I talked to her. But then again, she was still, I guess that lady to do the pig line was in there. So yeah, okay. Well, you can call my brother and tell him if you want. Oh. Right. Wow. So he's turning this into a him thing. He's such a piece of shit. Oh, sorry, people. Oh no, because he's a narcissist. He doesn't care anything about mom except her money. Because how many other times has he called when she was up there, or he acts like he cares? Or I'm going to drive up there, and she's there for 5 minutes and leaves. Fuck that. He can stay where he's at. Yeah, he can stay there. Well, you got plenty of time. You're young. In 20 years, you'll have it all cleaned up. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my little streamy thing and probably call mom here in a little bit and see what's going on. Okay, but okay. Sorry, guys.
Oh, don't be sorry at all. You got to take care of your family.
No, I don't. I just got to put them up for adoption.
Oy vey.
And make sure I get her a checking account, which I already got. I've got power of attorney and the executor, but yeah, I never. Everybody in the family knows more about her financial crap than the person that's supposed to know it, which is me. And me and her we didn't get into it. But we got into it a little bit. I said, here I'm keep trying to ask you, about certain things, and I have no clue. If you pass away, I've got to make a decision on my own. And I said, how bad it's going to be when I have to deal with my son and my brother over all this. Hey, Ollie, good to see you again, bud. Elbows up, Canada. Yeah, so at least mom's where she needs to be, and she seemed to be in good spirits. So we'll see. But if she doesn't know, she's probably going to stay in because what my sister-in-law said, she called the nurse and said that it's it's the blood sugar that's they're keeping her. Said they got it down, but that it's going to take probably a couple more days. Which I knew that. I told everybody that last night because the last time she was just at 600, she was in there for a day and a half. Bringing your sugar down isn't a fast. Hey, just throw a lot of insulin in you. And what she said was her body didn't have any insulin in it at all. So that's probably what the problem is.
Yeah, that sounds terrifying.
Oh, it is. Oh my God, she looked. Serious. Death warmed over, literally. And by the time I left, she at least had some color. She was talking last night, but she's like, "Just go home. There's nothing you can do. It's midnight." Okay. Well, I guess she started that at 10 o'clock, and I finally left at like 11:15, I guess. But
yeah, glad she's at least up and talking, or
yeah,
probably. But
she's been. Well, I take it so serious as years ago she was actually I think twice she's been in a diabetic coma. And what was weird is when I was going through my tumor stuff, when they were trying to take my tumor out, I was having, well, actually at that time, when they first took it out. But like I was on like 2 doors down from where they ended up bringing her and Methodist hospitals in Indianapolis is a big hospital. And she was right around the corner from me. So the girl I was seeing at the time is like, "You want to go down and see your mom?" It's like, "Yeah, let's do that once, they get her all taken care of and stuff." So my dad came down and said, "Yeah, don't be surprised." He warned me. She looks like, literally like bloated roadkill. Um, she was, I mean, not twice as big as she normally is, but I mean, you could tell. But I mean, she wasn't coherent. As many machines they had hooked up to me from my surgery, hers was like 10 times worse. More hoses, more all this. But I went in there. I could only be in there for like 5 or 10 minutes because all the smells for some reason were bothering me. So they'd come back and keep me updated. But like when I had the football sized tumor removed, I lost 65 pounds in 45 days because I ended up having what they diagnosed as short gut syndrome, that my body wasn't absorbing anything. So they were going to send me home to do TPN, which is total perineal nutrition, I think is what it is. And it would keep me alive for a while, but it's nothing that you want to do long term, but it's liquid. You put, that's why I was talking with the PIC line with mom. For some reason, like the second day before I was to be released, my girlfriend come in and she had an orange juice, and nothing up until this point even sounded good. It wasn't like I was even hungry. I missed food or drinking, none of that. So I said, "Can I stick my finger in your orange juice?" And she's like, "Yeah, sure." So I stuck it in, and I swear to God, I almost had an orgasm. It tasted so wonderful. So I was like, "Well, go get me when I'm going to drink one, and the worst comes to worst, I'm going to puke it out like normal." And drank it, was fine, ate a little something, and I said, "Oh, let's just stop there. I don't want to push it." Well, the doctors finally came in, and I said, "Well, you might not be happy with me." Told them and said, "Well, did you throw up?" I said, "No." Do you want more? And I said, "Yeah, I actually do." So they said, "Well, let's go ahead and try, because the worst I'm going to do is puke it back up." He said, so they put me on a soft food diet, which sucks. But after 45 days of not eating, shoe leather would have been wonderful. So I ate that, and I was fine after that, because I really wasn't looking forward to spending 8 hours hooked up to the TPN machine to get fed every day, which usually they do that at night, while you're sleeping. But oh my God. So I got out of that. But yeah, it was just kind of weird that, the very same hospital, because mom wasn't even in the Methodist system back then. She was like local, but she was so bad, they airlifted her straight up to Indianapolis. Came out of that pretty good. But what was weird though is this woman smoked for I don't even know how long, many, many years. When she woke up, started to get back around, she forgot she even smoked. And this has probably been 20 years ago, if not 25 years ago. And she hasn't smoked ever since. She's never craved it. And it's just kind of weird. I mean, she got lucky. Whereas I chewed for 42 years and finally quit cold turkey like in January of 2016. But it was, for me, that's one of the hardest thing anybody can do, is quit nicotine. But
yeah, I smoked in college, and I have no idea how, like, I like never ended up getting addicted. I just was like, okay, I should probably stop this, and I did. And
yeah, it's a
I
bit.
don't know how I lucked out that way.
Yeah, I know that I would enjoy chewing right now for a while, but then you get to that point where it's like the necessity, and it's like, ew, I'm not. Yeah, because what I usually would do is like, because I could handle it all. I'd quit for like 3 or 4 weeks or months or whatever it might be, and put a dip in just to have it, because like, oh, one dip ain't gonna hurt, and you're right back on the bandwagon. So yeah, this time I've had the urge a few times, and like even like stuff going on now with mom, I'd love to put a dip in, but if I did, it's on like Donkey Kong. So
Yeah, those are the few times that I'm like, oh, I really wish I still smoked, because it's like,
right, or even drink it sometimes. Man, I could use a stiff drink, and not that I don't drink, but after all the chemo and the medications I'm on, some of them don't do very good with alcohol. And I bought, what was it? Oh, some moonshine from the liquor store. It was like NASCAR. That's the reason I bought it. It had NASCAR on it, so you got to buy it. Well, then I think like 3 or 4 or 6 months ago, I cracked it open, took a little sip out of it. Oh, and I wish I would have never done that, because I mean, I was burping up. I felt like I was not drunk. Hey, Martin, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Um, but yeah, it just every once in a while it'd be nice, because I love tequila. I really do, straight. And I mean, not that it's not good that I don't drink, but it's like once in a while, it's just like I have no taste for it anymore. Even a beer, hot day, you're outside working on the tractors or whatever, farming, and yeah, when a beer doesn't sound good anymore, I think my life was over. But then I've discovered hot tea, cold tea. No, I've always drank tea, so I drink tea for my little thingy thing. It could be worse though. Gigi smokes cigars every day, about 14 of them every day.
Oh,
Uh-oh,
he's
asleep.
serious.
Oh, there he is. It's serious. Have you ever smoked before, Gigi?
No,
Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to do that.
Yeah, don't get started. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah.
smoked.
Go
Yeah.
ahead. You never smoked?
or drank beer ever.
Never? I'll
No.
bring you a 6-pack. No. Yeah, I don't know if I could date somebody. Not that I date anyway, but if somebody that drank not even a lot, but because even like the smell of alcohol, to me, there's nothing worse than stale smelling alcohol that's been on somebody's breath all night from, I know I've had it before. And now that I don't drink, it's like, oh, I can smell it bigger than crap.
Yeah, I still drink sometimes, but like, a glass or two of wine on a Friday night because like I still have like some lingering Shabbat traditions from, when I was practicing.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Gigi's typing.
Oh,
It's all right. You're good to go. God, I was just going to say something. I totally lost train of thought. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. I brought mom into the ER last night, but she's doing better. So far, so good. Hope you're doing good, Martin. Good to see you for sure. Yeah, and this was just, I'm a bored kind of guy right now. So I did a stream because I don't ever stream this early. I don't think I ever have. I'm usually lounging around with the dogs, and they're in there barking like
Yeah,
fools.
well, glad we can be a distraction while you're waiting to hear the latest.
Right. Yeah, I figure that's going to be next. That mom's going to call me to say, "Oh yeah, blah 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 blah." And then I need a bag. I need this. I need that. Oh God, I hate. So I said, I hope there's a bag pack somewhere because getting your mom's bras and drawers, and that ain't for me. I'll just bring her a pair of sweats and hopefully that works. Oh, SP's here.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, how's it going?
We're
just poke in here.
Yeah, we're just shooting the shit, trying to see what kind of trouble we can get into.
I see. Oh, I thought you bought the year subscription for live stream. Why haven't you fixed all this live stream stuff in the corners and stuff, man?
Oh, how the hell did that get there? That's not supposed to be there. I took that off. I swear. I think I could fix that. Let me see.
Yeah.
Wait, let me see.
If you own a 1-year subscription, you could put your own shit, your own banners up there.
Yeah, I don't do banners.
You're probably overestimating Azho's
technical abilities. There you go.
I figured as much. I just wanted to give you a little prod to let you know.
Yeah, because now I'm looking for that. I know I've seen it before where you can take it off, but I think it's when you do your change your. Oh wait, edit. Maybe that's it. Boom. No, I took it off.
I don't know even if you can mess with that while it's live. I don't want to mess anything up. I don't want to be the one that caused the crash of the live stream. Just mentioning it.
Okay. Well, if it does, it's going to be your fault. We'll blame it on him. Oh, crap. I canceled that. I forgot what I just did.
But anyway, what's happening? What y'all talking about today?
Just talking in general. Yeah, I had a rough night last night. Gigi had a rough one, and
yeah, it stormed. I'm in Louisiana, and it stormed its ass off here last night. But,
oh no, it was actually fairly nice here. I think a little windy, but other than that, it's nice.
I slept pretty well last night. went to bed a little early. Was tired as hell.
See, Martin's a team player. I never give IT help as a pro. Okay, what's this one? Let's see this. I'm good recovering from the ice thing. Thank the universe. Okay, the ice thing. Are we talking about the lady getting shot or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's like a war in itself, from what I've heard.
Yeah, it's been wild. Like I haven't had the guts to watch the video because I've heard it's like really awful. And
I haven't seen the body cam footage, but originally the one where she pretty much runs over or tries to run the guy over, and then hits cars on the other side that you can't really see. I never.
Well,
saw
she was
that.
already shot at that point.
yeah, like
Oh,
from what I heard, like she got shot and it rolled into a tree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the other one. It's like, do I want to watch this? But I'm gonna have to watch it just so I can have a better opinion of it, because I know how I feel about it now, but it may change, watching that. But
yeah, like that's what a few people I know have done, is like I should like say, okay, I know it's going to be disturbing, but I should like really know what the actual factuals are, and I just haven't had the guts to do that yet.
Right. Well, I've heard that other people have spouted off their views of it, but I mean, anybody can see it any way they want to see it, if they want to twist it or what have you. And I just want a better idea. But it's just like, gosh, I mean, so far I'd say that the ICE did their job, but then again, without watching the other one, I can't be 100% on that. And I don't want to be.
Yeah, you should watch it. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah, from the way it's been described to me, it sounds like, unfortunately, this particular ICE agent was going out to pick a fight rather than, actually defending himself. So, but again, like, I still need to watch it. So,
right, is that still the same ICE guy though that got ran over before?
Yeah, there was another incident. He puts himself in the front of the vehicle. He throws himself in the front of the vehicle, and then I hate to even get into these subjects, but what it looks like is he positions himself in the front of the vehicle so that it can't move, and then when she tries to move, it's aggressive force towards him, and he fires on her.
Yeah. But sad either way. I mean, why can't people just comply and then deal with it or sue afterwards? It's not, to me, it's not worth your life.
And like, without having seen that one either, I don't feel like since this is like, since I know even less about that one, I feel even less qualified to talk on that one.
Right.
So
I worked in law enforcement for 2.5 years, and I generally do give law enforcement the benefit of the doubt. But it didn't look good on the video. I'll be honest. It didn't look good. He definitely put himself into that immediately. She was trying to get out around him. It all happened quite quickly.
Right. But I mean,
she was trying to turn around. They rushed towards her vehicle, and she tried to turn and move away. And he did definitely throw himself kind of in the front of it. And then instantly, I wish I heard the audio, but I think the individual that was in the front of it, that as it was trying to turn and dodge him, he pulled the trigger on her. It looked like she was trying to dodge him, but he definitely threw himself in the front of it, but used that as justification to open fire.
Right. The problem I would have then is she should have just complied, like I said, and
you'll have to see the video.
But I mean, still driving off. Period. If she never drove off, she would have never got shot.
Yeah, and what Martin's saying in the comments,
I hope she would have.
Good point. Like, a difference of opinion shouldn't be fatal. Like,
right. But if a police officer gives a lawful order,
I don't know that there was any of that. We don't hear any audio. They rush towards the vehicle to try to stop it. She's trying to take off, and then the shots fired. It's all pretty quick. Somebody rushes to grab the door handle. I don't know what their basis for arrest was. I don't know.
Well, I mean, from what I've seen, they or he or whoever, reacted too fast. But then again, they're going to argue that she should have just complied. She should have got out, whatever.
I know what'll be argued. I already know.
That's why I'm waiting for
it'll be argued.
Yeah.
And according to Ollie, Ollie says they've watched the videos. The ICE agent's cell phone cam shows the lady turning the wheel away from him before she accelerates. He was in no danger. So if that's true, it's even less justified. And again, I haven't watched it, so I'm taking Ollie's word for it.
Yeah.
But
I mean, still wouldn't that be, resisting arrest? I'm not trying to justify it for the cop. I mean, in my mind, I'm trying to work this out.
Again, you'll just have to watch the video.
Yeah.
Again, I think it
I'm going to have to
just very quickly.
Bite the bullet, I guess.
It unfolded very quickly. I did not watch the cops cam, but from the secondary footage, just from the top, from the distance, it looked like she was totally trying to turn away from him. She had no intention of trying to hit him. He was just throwing himself in the front of it, and then used that for justification to open fire.
Sad either way. Ruined a lot of lives either way.
Yeah, and like for me, one of the key things is like, from my understanding, like, and SP, like, as somebody with a history in law enforcement, like, please confirm or correct me here, but like, and law enforcement is supposed to get training on de-escalation, right?
Right.
Yeah, I don't know how this all goes though with the ICE agents. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, we're getting $50,000 bonuses. I don't know what, you're seeing commercials on. I don't know what kind of training time they're running through.
Right.
This individual seems seasoned in whether it's other law enforcement or whatnot, but
yeah, because that's what I'm wondering, how much training they really got. Are they more like mercenaries? Or are they actually, what they represent? Yeah. But the one thing I heard was somebody claiming that ICE doesn't have authority there, and ICE has authority in all 50 states. They don't need, it's not like a local cop where they can only, say in Illinois or Indiana or whatever, they're like marshals. All 50 states, they're, is there, obviously if it's illegal immigrations, but it doesn't mean that gives them a right to shoot somebody either, That's apparently not a thing in civil thingies. You got too many thingies, Martin. Yeah.
But yeah, like if Martin's saying what I think he's saying, then like, yeah, ICE really should be getting some form of training, and that's not right. If you're saying what I think you're saying, Martin.
Yeah, I would assume they're having some kind of training. I just don't know, because the hiring factor is escalating so quickly, and I just don't know just because of that.
Well, and tempers are flaring too, on both sides. Yeah. So that doesn't help either. Too many tentacles. Damn octopi or pusses or whatever they might be.
Squiddles. I think squids have more tentacles, right?
Right. Got that.
The thing I can't get over, though, is I remember whenever I was young gun in the subject myself, getting into the sheriff's department, and I remember being showed, like, the first section. We have the Louisiana Statutory Guide of Criminal Law. In the first section of the book, there's an opening from the judge that says that all the laws herein are made to serve the people and the safety of the people. And what I can't get over is when we have societies like a city, a large city, that city is content with the way that things are operating and that they don't want the people there. Then if you're not serving the people, who the hell are you serving? I don't understand it. So that's why I don't understand the whole push for ICE. Like, the whole ideal of law enforcement was for the betterment of the people. And if the people don't want this and they don't want them there, what are they doing?
Yeah, it's a rough and complicated situation. I'll say that.
Yeah. Yeah. You're going to have two sides,
Yeah.
Right now, I'm down the middle because like I said, I haven't seen it. Hey, Z, how you doing? There's my little Let's Take Over GG show partner, Zealot. Hey, Orbit, how you doing?
And Mom's here.
Yeah, we will get to see her again tonight. Oh, Earl, are we doing a show tonight or not? I don't know if you're able or can. I think I got one scheduled tonight. Let me double check.
I have one, I know, at 3:00 Central. Kurt and me, we're going to be talking about the origin of Yahweh.
Well, yeah.
Should be a great one.
It's man's mind. Okay, there's your whole show.
No, but we're going to talk about the history and the kind of the lineage and how it all developed. And
well, we all know Jesus is related to David somehow, even though he didn't have a physical father. Whoever just popped in, give me a second. I'm trying to see what. Well, I heard a Binky Bink and no Binky Bink.
Here he is.
Oh, I forgot Gigi's here. Yeah, I'm trying to check to see.
Hey, Azzo, it looks like Gigi's taking over your stream now.
Yep, that's yeah. I guess we're gonna have to do a stream where I bitch and moan about it, and then make an ass out of myself, and then be a total douchebag and not know the facts. That's okay. And maybe I could be from Canada. Just saying.
Hey.
110. Oh, it is. It's cognitive dissonance. That's up to you, Earl, if you want to or not. Yes.
Getting more and more specific there, Azzo. You're painting it down to a finer little line.
Well, I've got two for what I used to do like this every once in a while. I'll do educate an old guy on just stuff that comes to my mind. We've done like gaslighting. I think actually gatekeeping, things like that.
Gaskeeping is when you gaslight somebody in order to gatekeep them, I think.
There you go.
Hey, gaskeeping's what I do when I'm on a date with a lady.
Gaskeeping is what I do in the bathroom after I get done eating. Oh,
yes.
10% Canadian.
Self-awareness. Self-awareness. Go ahead, CK.
Hey, I'm technically 50% Canadian and 100% North American because I have both Canadian and U.S. citizenship. So,
only thing I got Canadian is some whiskey that I don't drink.
Yo, I'm still here. I'm just creaming my face with some breakfast.
Yeah, he's drinking right now. Canadian Club.
The Irish breakfast.
Oh, God, that doesn't even sound good, especially after talking about not drinking like I used to. Oh my gosh, it's awful, terrible.
Yeah, what are you chitsing and giggling about today, guys?
Well, I was talking to Gigi this morning, and it's like, why not just do a stream and see who pops on, and we can still talk about whatever we want because I don't care. This is my channel. Nice. And if somebody thinks somebody's taking over my channel, that's okay because I allowed it. I don't need people, gatekeeping for me or telling me who to have on my show or, the conditions by which, our friendship is going to be maintained. Because if there's any condition to our friendship, then we don't have a friendship because I will terminate it as such.
Well, Azzo, did you find it interesting to me? Because we seem to have been lumped in together, and I don't ever recall this.
Are you talking about taking over?
Yeah, I don't.
This is what I'm saying. The two people that are on the panels the least are the two that are getting picked out. I can understand Clay. I can understand Daniel, even Daryl.
Yeah,
Christian Pike, go on and on and on. But to say that me and you are the, okay, fine. But I don't see how that is irrelevant. I wish I was there last night because shit would have hit the fan. And
and me and you are one of the few that actually have our own channel, so I would
right
take over someone else.
Right, and that's why, and that's another reason that I went ahead and got the full like this one. This is my channel. On my channel, if somebody wants to bitch and moan, they're not going to bitch and moan at Gigi. Come at me, right. Bitches. I ain't scared. I don't care if you're Canadian or 10% Canadian. Nothing against you, Martin, but I don't give a fuck what you say. If you think we're taking over, then in your mind, we're taking over.
Where were you last night, Azzo? It was getting crazy over there.
Well, I brought my mom to the ER. She's pretty bad. She's still in there. They're going to probably keep her a few more days.
Mom.
Yeah, she had me worried last night, but that's kind of like why I got this going, just so I could chits and giggles and not have to worry about what's going on there. But let me see. So I sound Canadian. Yes, you are. You're a hoser. You probably drink. No, that Foster's is Australian, isn't it? What's the Canadian beer? Oh gosh, those two little dudes.
I only know the German one with the blonde girl on the label.
Yeah, I don't do beer, so I can't tell you.
What is the Canadian beer? Nah, Bud's not even a beer. That's piss water.
Tell him.
How dare you? That's the most successful beer franchise ever.
Yeah, it was successfully shot by Kid Rock with a AK-47 or whatever.
That was pretty cool.
No, I did. That was stupid. I kind of stopped following Kid Rock a little bit because of that, because I'm just ignorant. But anyway, but at least you shot
So
the
you
beer
don't,
that's
you
not
don't
beer.
ball with the bar anymore, Azzo?
Pardon me?
You don't ball with the ball, the bang, diggy, diggy anymore?
Well, I kind of diggy, but I don't want people watching me diggy in my little pinky winky. I'm a private person. You know, I'll keep my bud to myself. Bud Light.
Speaking of
That's even
privacy,
worse. That's what piss water. That's supposed to be better for you. I'm actually a Coors Light guy, and I always say it's the white beer now.
Coors Light's I enjoy Coors Light. You know, in high school, Azzo, I used to drink Heineken when everyone else was drinking Bud Light, and I'd be like, "Why am I getting so drunk?" And these guys are.
Okay. Oh, Molson Canadian. That's one of those.
Molson. There you go.
There we go.
Azzo, you struck me as the Miller High Life guy.
That was my dad.
Mine too.
I was Coors Light. I never drank Bud Light because I never liked the taste of it. And really, when I drank, I probably drank tequila more than anything, or whatever was available. Especially like when you're like pre-legal. Yeah. You'll drink anything. The best kind of alcohol when you can't buy it is the free shit. I don't care who you are. And now it's like I've got all kinds of alcohol from back in the day that I don't even drink. And a lot of it I bought at CVS late at night after I got off work, because of they would have like decanters or flasks or glasses that I wanted. You know, it doesn't matter that I don't drink Golden or Jägermeister. I want the Jägermeister glasses.
Hey.
Oh, I just saw your little thing on the bottom. You an Indiana guy? Oh, that obviously, huh?
Well, obviously, I live in Indiana. I went to Indiana.
Hey, I watched the highlights last night. They whooped butt, huh?
Man, they hung it. And I'm mad at my mom. I told her that I will never talk to her again because I missed the majority of the football game and sitting in the ER. And then I got all excited because the receptionist, well, I can go ahead and put the game on the TV out here if you want. It's like, okay, yeah, do it. And then she come back and goes, well, actually, if it's not on the Hallmark Channel and two other ones that are unrelated to sports, we can't put it up there because they don't have the channel. So I said, you better admit me because you just gave me a heart attack because now I can't watch Indiana play. But it was funny because all the nurses kept giving me updates. Oh, it's 21-7 now.
It was over in the first quarter, Azzo.
Nah, second quarter.
Yeah. Hey, that guy's
I think the first quarter is only 14-7, if I remember right.
The Heisman guy was like the first Catholic ever or something. It's almost like we don't let our people play sports or something. Either that or we're not very athletic.
Mendenza is Catholic?
That's what I heard, yeah.
Oh, if he is, I'm going to have to start rooting for Purdue. No, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that on a bad day.
Ridiculous.
Oh.
Yeah, and then so it's going to be them versus Miami now. Is that right for the title?
Well, Miami may show up, but this is going to be a slaughter, literally.
You think so? Yeah, it will be. And
the only thing Miami does got for them that's got me scared is their defense.
And their quarterback looks solid.
At times.
At times, yeah. Well, I noticed
I'm more scared of the guy that what's his face? From
I watched the highlights of both games.
The other guy.
I was watching Indiana, and that game looked like two really good teams. And then I watched the Miami one, and I'm like, what is this? High school varsity or something? It looked like two different competition levels.
Yeah, but Indiana blew out Oregon. Wait, what was the score of the?
Oh, it was like 59-14 or something.
Well, the Indiana one was 56-22.
It reminded me of me and you in debates, Azzo. You beat me like 59-14, you know?
Man, you give yourself way too much credit, dude. No, me and you debating would be a first round KO in 30 seconds or less by me. Yes.
Fatality.
Yeah, fatal victory. Hold on, I'm trying to find out.
It was funny. It was funny. I was aggravating Brother Pike yesterday, and he said, "Come down to Georgia." And then Tom Baby called me a Yankee because I'm from Boston, and I always laugh because technically I am a Yankee, but as a Boston and a Red Sox fan, I always find that ironic because technically I am a Yankee.
You are. There's no technical. You're past the Mason-Dixon line. You're a Yankee. Okay, where's the?
Yeah. Well, I should probably run, and I'm useless at talking all the sports ball stuff anyway.
Yeah,
So
me too. The truth be told.
Well, that was
So I'll
over.
let
We
you guys
ended
have
that.
fun with that. So have a good one, and good luck with your Ma. So
Thank you, Evan. I'll see you
All right.
tonight probably.
see ya.
Later.
Yeah, I'm trying to find. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see, Miami only beat OSU by 10 points, 24-14. But Ohio State was supposed to be like the powerhouse even after Indiana beat them. Everybody kept picking OSU, and Miami destroyed them.
Not like Indiana. The first time Indiana's ever good at, yeah.
This is only the second time in program history that we've ever won the Big Ten championship. We've never won a natty, and literally, we are on the bottom of the list as far as losses in college football because we're not a college. We're not a college or a football college. We're a basketball college. Right now, we're more of a football college than we are even a basketball one. There we go. Okay.
How was breakfast, Skeptic?
It was great. It was
man, I need breakfast
burrito. I don't even know what the hell it was. I then wadded it up.
Oh, that's the best kind of food.
I think it was from Hardee's, which was it was one hell of a breakfast burrito. Whatever it was, my wife brought it.
What the hell kind of beer? Boddington's is a delicious beer. It's like a blonde Guinness. Is it as stout as a Guinness though? Because I don't like Guinness because I don't like stout. Not the dark stout.
Oh, that stuff's like motor oil, Azzo.
Oh, I know. Ooh. I'm more of a Strongbow person from before. Okay, I don't even know what Strongbow is. See, I guess I'm not a very good alcoholic. Guinness is nice, but apparently it tastes different after shipping.
I drink what's passed to me. My wife, she just gets alcohol, and from time to time she says, "Try this."
There you go.
I drink it.
Oh, your wife takes advantage of you drunk. That's not very nice.
That's the truth right there. I know when there's plenty of alcohol. I know it's that time.
Yep.
Got to pay the rent.
We need to loosen Skeptic up tonight, she said.
Yeah, I need to go shopping. I need some money. Let's get that wallet to bust open. We'll try a Yingling. He always likes that.
Azzo, my mother used to say Abe Lincoln would wink when my father gave someone $5.
If my dad gave anybody $5, they'd have a heart attack. He was definitely cheap. Okay, I'm making sure. Let me see here.
So I haven't heard Gigi talking here the whole time. Gigi, you still here or no?
Oh yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
Oh, just listening in, huh? Working in the background.
Well, he took over, so he doesn't have to say anything, right, Gigi? Well, hell, if I can take his channel over and Z can, then he can take mine over. Matter of fact, tomorrow Gigi's going to take over Z's channel.
Yeah, well then, because everyone on who comes to Gangsta Ghost channel loves what me and you have to say, right, Azzo?
Obviously, because we're in charge. Even though we're never on stage, we're at that. I just the stupidity of people it's beyond me.
Be above the fray. Don't engage with the frivolousness.
Skeptic, I think I can't help but think that's why me and Azzo coincidentally got pointed out, because everyone loves to join the fray, and me and Azzo don't have agreeing ideologies or philosophies, but we get along like two peas in a pod. I think that kind of irks the people who try to stir the pot.
Well, I mean, it doesn't help. I mean, it doesn't hurt that at least Z admits that they don't have a baseball team. I mean, otherwise we'd probably be fighting all the time.
We classify as AAA. We classify as AAA.
You guys don't even qualify for T-ball. What the hell? T-ball. Besides, we're all going to start playing foosball, the devil sport.
Foosball. Reminds me of the water boy. That foosball.
That's why I said it. My mama said the Gators are ornery because they got so many teeth to brush.
That's why Aiden's so mad.
You're wrong.
Aiden has all them teeth and no toothbrush. That's why he's so angry.
That's it. Oh, that is wonderful. That should be a Christmas show too. I'm really put it right there with Die Hard.
Oh, come on now. We've already had Bruce Willis come out and affirmed on a commercial. It is not a damn Christmas show. I think he did it on SNL.
And this is a bad joke, but have him do it now, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
That bothers me. It saddens me because I like Bruce Willis, and it's just like, oh,
yeah.
I mean, just like when they found Gene Hackman, nobody should die that way, but the guy from Hoosiers, he should have never died that way.
Well, I don't remember the history of that. What happened with it? How did he die?
His wife died I forgot what it was, a bug or something, because the dog died too. And I was first thinking, okay, it could have been carbon monoxide. But whatever it was,
I do remember. This wasn't too long ago.
Yeah, the dog starved to death, and Gene Hackman, they say, was alive for probably several days, if not longer. But he was had dementia, couldn't get out of bed, all that. That the wife did everything for him. And that would have to be an awful way to die, especially. I love Gene Hackman and everything he's probably ever done.
Yeah.
It's just awful. I mean, no human should have go through that except maybe somebody from Canada. I don't know any Canadians, so I don't know who I should be talking about.
Yeah.
Sandman's a Canadian.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard one of his arguments the other day, and I couldn't, because I was on my phone, and I don't ever use, so I couldn't type. I don't know how to type or whatever, because the technology. But I heard him arguing against sola scriptura with the whole thing. Yeah, there we go. That man is infallible, so scriptures, aren't very reliable. Well, I'm thinking to myself, since I couldn't respond, that same argument could be used for oral tradition. I mean, anybody that's ever played the telephone game knows that generally the message doesn't get from one end to the other clean.
Almost never.
Right. So that to say that, that tradition is better than sola, I can't say, but the argument is the same for both. The reliability isn't there.
But as their ideal with the Catholic and the Orthodox, my understanding is that the Spirit of God is constantly leading them. So there's a continuous, whether it's refinement or whatever you want to think of it, but that's the active Spirit of God that is leading them to make the right decisions and whatnot. And there's a part of God binding on in heaven whatever's bound on earth, with the Pope.
Right, but if God has a plan, what is us praying to him going to change?
That's the oldest question in the book, as.
And there's still not a good answer from, the Catholics, of course, since you're taking over. But we're talking like Baptist and the Orthodox and, all those other evil religions that are wrong. We know, especially the religion of atheism.
Yeah, that was George Carlin's old joke, that it's a good plan. If God has a divine plan, what's the purpose of it if everybody with a $2 prayer book can come along and pick up God's divine plan?
He was great. He was great, George.
He got a little before Hitchin was Hitchin.
Nihilistic in his later years, but man, was
he did in his later years. I will say that he got a little nihilist. He got a little.
But he loves you.
Crude.
Burn and torture but he loves you. Oh well. Oh wait, I keep missing crap. What's this say? But that Snape guy was brilliant. Who's Snape? Did I miss something?
Harry Potter's the only Snape I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know much about Harry Potter, but I do use it once in a while.
I don't know either, but I know Snape.
Hey,
that was the professor of the dark arts.
The dark arts. What, Z?
Did anyone kiss
Die Hard? You were just talking.
Whoops. Try that one more time, Z.
Did anyone kiss your icon today?
Oh, I got a few people. I'd tell them they can kiss something else. Like a Canadian.
Gangster? How's your day going?
What you say?
How's your day going, buddy?
All right. How's yours?
Amazing. I'm hanging out with the three best friends a guy could have, so pretty good.
So in other words, he's hanging out with people he's taking over their channels.
Yeah, this is
too bad you're like. Was supposed to start for you, Z. I'm next, and then probably going after skeptics and
Yeah, when we're plotting on how we're going to take over Gangster's stream, you probably shouldn't live stream it to the internet, huh? They're going to know our plan.
They're not smart enough to stop us. We're taking over. These are the same people that had control, lost control, and now want to blame somebody for not having control against two guys that are barely ever on the panels. I feel privileged. I mean, it's an honor because, like I said, I thought it'd be Clay or Daniel or even Orbit. She takes everything over, but no, it's me and the Z.
Me and the Z.
That's going to be our next show. It's the me and the Z hour. Can you imagine what they would do?
We can tell everyone. Gangsta Ghost kicked us. Gangsta Ghost kicked us, so we had to go to Azzo's channel.
Yeah, you see what Martin just said there? That's what I was saying a moment ago. Snape is the same person that played Gruber.
Oh,
he was
Gruber,
the bad guy from Die Hard. Yeah. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's almost one of those chameleon actors.
Alan Rickman, yep.
Yeah, and I think he passed away, I think. Oh, wait. I got to catch up with... Oh, I got your Christmas present finished last night, asshole. It took me longer than I expect, but I'll send it an email today. Oh, okay. Alan Rickman. Okay. So we're all caught up on that.
I don't know why Snape come up, though. I still haven't figured that one out.
Snake Plissken? From Escape from New York?
Snape.
Oh.
Not Snake with a K, Snape with a P.
Oh.
So far, we figured out what Snape was. We figured out that Bud is not a beer. And that Canadian beer isn't any better. It's too passive.
And that Azzo's a lightweight.
I am.
And now all you need to figure out is how to fix this StreamYard icons on your stream.
I'm not fixing it now because I know it bothers you. So there you go. I got you hooked. You're going to keep coming back.
You got to make your own icon up there. You got to change the duck out with the bear.
My middle name is StreamYard. Ronald StreamYard Merkley. There you go.
Saint StreamYard Azzo. He's the saint of StreamYard.
Yeah, see, that's the one I can take. Wait, why does it keep changing sides?
Because you're changing it, man. It's not doing it itself.
No, Gigi's doing it. He's messing with me.
I'm not doing it.
Huh?
Just joking.
Well, no, because that's the one I know I could take down, but it's like, no, I don't know why that one is still there. That's
I took it down.
Yeah, but the one in the lower right-hand corner is still there.
And the one in the upper corner.
Oh, over there.
Gigi, if you got power to fix this, you're going to need to fix it because as hell doesn't know what he's doing.
Technologically retreaded. Let me see. Okay, I'm not even worried about it. Don't make me go outside and shoot a bunch of can of Bud Light.
Shoot a duck while you're out there.
Mother duckers. I have. I've been duck hunting.
Speaking of shooting ducks, I tried to call Clay this morning, and I guess he was up in his hunting nest, and I scared all the animals away when his phone started ringing.
No, Gigi probably did that when he called them. Oh, I didn't know you're out there hunting.
Bring me another fox pelt. Hey, Skeptic, the guy Clay brought our gangster a fox pelt as a gift.
I need another set of antlers to finish up my gun rack.
You still have a gangster? Did you hang it up?
Yeah.
Nice. You're like a David Bowie or something.
Oh.
I hadn't seen Fox around here in a minute, but I guess I hadn't been out in the thick of the woods either.
Yeah,
I haven't
seen Fox.
We usually have them all over the place, and I haven't seen them. I've seen some coyotes.
Tell you what I've been seeing a lot lately, and that's these really big red-tailed squirrels, these big fluffy ones, almost like a damn ferret. They're so large.
They must be coming. They're coming from Canada.
Yeah, because they're full of shit. That's why they're so big.
They don't make it all the way down to Louisiana.
About. That's why they're so big. And I'm not against Canadians, just one in particular right now who's a Momo.
Yeah, we've been picking up the subtle hints you've been laying down. So.
Well, see, I'm not the type of person that put conditions on friendships with people, but I sure do stick up for my friends, when idiots go after them. Not that anybody needs me to protect them, but yeah, I'm all about a dumpster fire on my channel if you want to go at a friend of mine.
Well,
I don't really know what it.
The lack of self-awareness is what was getting me in the chat. We were all trying to inform him, like, this isn't a good look right now. You might want to stop. You're just kind of raging out of emotion, but he was in the zone and he wasn't listening to anyone.
No, it kept doubling down, tripling down. Every moronic thing that you could possibly friggin' say, he said. And that was
only going to bring me down the rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Yeah, I got up this morning. He sends me a message of all this, and I started skimming through it, and I'm instantly pissed the frig off. It's like, why do I miss all the fun? And I got to call my mom and yell at her. I said, next time you get sick, make sure it's convenient for me, not just mom.
Schedule this next time.
Yeah, that woman is inconsiderate. I don't care.
Shame on you, asshole.
I think she might be Canadian. I swear, my mom is Canadian. No, I don't go that far. I'm trying to find this link. Oh, here we go. Music.
Well, if you want to bring some joy to yourself, Azzo, the beginning of Gangsta stream was really funny and uplifting. It was just Gangsta, me and Gangsta was.
Well, yeah, and you were just trying to take over, so poor Gangster hung out to dry again.
All I was doing was telling people to like, comment, and subscribe.
See, but you're taking over. Quit it. Don't welcome people. You're taking over.
I was just a commercial break for Gangsta. He would be getting stuff off his chest, and then I'd say, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah. Except if you're Canadian.
Yeah. Unsubscribe if you're Canadian.
Yeah, because I do got a really good Canadian friend, and yeah, his view of Canada is a lot different than a few other people that are from Canada, because, I mean, he literally hates the health system up there because it takes so long to get in. And then to basically have a kid tell me that your friend's lying about it. And, why would my buddy lie about, his health care? Because he's Canadian. He goes against, not that Trudeau was much of anything. And stay out, Z.
That's brutal. I'm going to start ducking and covering next.
I used to do that all the time. I haven't done that for a while, but it was Z. He's trying to take over. I bet you that Gigi kicked him out. He said, we're not putting up with that. No baseball. Yankee City, Boston. Okay, I feel better now. I need to change.
Somebody's playing with some settings.
Yeah, but ain't me, because I ain't that smart.
Figured out how to play with all the wrong settings, apparently. You got to go through all the wrong ones before you can get to the right ones.
Oh, I forgot about. Hey, actually, I got to find something. Okay, this is, well, it's for me, but it's also somebody else's. Not gonna remember where I put them. Wait,
I don't know how to try to look around and see how you could get rid of that.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do earlier, and it just I gave up because it's like, okay, it's not in there. Maybe it's in this one. I got so many stuff. Where are you at?
Do y'all see them on the interface page when you're looking at the StreamYard interface page? Does it show those? Oh, they're gone.
What? You got rid of it?
I don't know. They're gone. No, let me see in the stream. Hold on.
Oh, I know where to look for it.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, they're gone. Hey, it's been fixed. You did it. Whoever did it.
Okay, whatever you did, Gigi, keep it right where it's at, because I'll never find that. I'm trying to find a damn. I'll just go to Discord. I know it's on there.
Now you got to figure out how to create your own icons and drop them back up there, man.
Well, that's a miracle.
I cooked this. He got rid of them.
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. I got it now. Okay, you just save this.
Chased the ducks away.
Oh yeah, this is how you do it. It says overlay right here. You cook here to get that thing back, and you cook Gene Guide to get rid of it.
Okay, here is some art that Earl did. And I gotta see where it be. Music. Nope. Well, that's a shit and giggles. Oh, okay. Wait a second. I did this before, and I want to make sure that it's okay. It ain't gonna go nowhere. All right, we're gonna share this. I got to make sure. Can I make it any bigger? No. Okay. This is most of you know that. Well, even this is different. That the avatar that I have is Jack and me, just like that. Well, since I did the Saint Asshole Kiss My Icon, she made this as the Saint Asshole. That is what we call Harper. It's the good dog. He's got, if you notice, it's got a crucifix on the tail. It's got a harp, meaning because of harpy. And on there somewhere, there is a Easter egg. Well, many, but there's one Easter egg for Gigi, and I want to see if he can find it. It's not that hard.
Well, I found it.
Yeah.
And that's the crucifix and the on one tail is not the same as the other. There's a few little things here.
Well, there's two different things. It's what and I actually like it. It's Sinner versus
Saturn
Saint.
nose.
This is the Hellboys, and this is the good ones that are combating their brothers and all this stuff. And I'm talking about right here. You see, you got to
change the lore. You got to change the lore. The lore needs to be that it exists in all spaces simultaneously. So this.
I'm not the lore master. I'd have to talk to Ed about that because that's he does all. But you see in was it the lower right hand corner, Gigi? What is that?
Can't make it out.
Oh, you can't. Damn it. Let me send it to you. I'll send it to your.
Well, it's a ghost, but I don't know if it's a gangster.
She put that in there. There we go.
We got to put a chain around it, make sure that they know it's a gangster ghost.
Yeah, when she did that, she said, "Asshole, you should show Gigi that she did," and it was a peace offering to Gigi. That's why she put the little Easter egg in there because he's my buddy and she likes him, but even though they don't totally agree, she still added him to this piece here. I thought it was spectacular, which I love the piece anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. I'm trying to see what else we got of hers. I got to take this off of there because I remember last time that was bad. There we go. Get out of deal.
If I pass out over here, y'all, I'm sorry. My wife's in the cleaning mode, and I don't know what all chemicals she's mixing over here, but it's getting serious.
Be careful.
Hey, honey, does this rag smell like chloroform? That's funny.
Be careful there. I don't want to knock you out or anything.
Right. Yeah, he doesn't realize it's in his coffee. That's not what it's smelling. That's going to knock his ass out. Well, officer, I swear I thought he had a drinking problem for years now, and he's just been hiding it from me. That's what must have done it. Well, ma'am, the neighbor said that he saw him climbing on the roof, stumbling around, and you pushed him off. Oh, no, I was trying to help him get down.
I joke with her all the time when she passes me a beverage or something. I joke with her. Is this the last one? Is this the one? Is this...
Yeah, I had a girl that I was starting to date, and she would tell me about her ex-husband, how she would do nasty stuff to his drink, and later on wondered why I didn't want her getting me anything to drink that I could get my own drink. Yeah, you're gonna do nasty stuff. You do that with everybody. But we didn't last long because she was a nut job. Definitely not. And I think she was Canadian. No, she wasn't.
Never miss an opportunity, huh?
Oh, I'm gonna put I love for them to try to bitch at Gigi for this. This is me, my channel. I ain't scared. Some guys just can't hold their arsenic. I think she's trying to say you're a lightweight, Skep. George Carlin.
Guilty, I suppose. I don't want to try that one out.
Oh, George Carlin praised towards Joe Pesci. God, that's from back in the day.
Yeah, that's an
I haven't heard that name for a long time. Sure. Pesci.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of the name of that comedy bit, but it was good.
Well, he did.
Is that the one where he did the sound of the globe, the big womp womp? I can't think of the name of the damn bit now to save my life. Oh, Earth Plus Plastic. It might have been from the Earth Plus Plastic bit.
Yeah, he's had a lot of. There's so many just from crap. What's the one that I loved with Ray Liotta? They're gangsters, not bad boys. I forgot the name of that. Goodfellas. Cousin Vinny. Yeah. Oh well.
Oh,
yeah, my cousin Vinny. The $200. You got the $200?
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm gonna get it. All right. Let me know when.
And then Marissa Tomei is saying, "Well, that was a whatever. The headlights or tail lights of a blah 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 blah. You know, big block, blah 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 blah." Which I don't know what the engine size had to do, with the tail lights, but
a lot of people like that movie. I don't know why. I never really thought of it much of a movie. I guess I'll have to watch it again. Give it a better run, I guess.
Yeah, back in the day I liked it, but I haven't watched it so long. It's like, it took me forever just to start liking Deadpool, so I'm not going to push my luck with my cousin Vinny. That's from the Cell Block Tango from the Broadway Chicago. Is that the one that had, what's her name? Renee. God dang it. You had Hello Girl. Renee Zellweger.
Renee Zellweger, yeah.
That's who it is. Yeah, I could. And there was somebody else in that. And I just can't. Oh my God, my memory shot.
I try not to store all those useless things. I try to keep them out. They come in anyway.
Yeah, it's awful. So I got a busy day today. So then tonight we get to listen to Mr. Ed do his stream. And I think he is doing it on somebody I really don't even care about. Let me see. Yeah, more. And I just looked at this, last night, I guess. I slept since then. Okay, where is Ed?
Yeah, you're right, Errol. That's also Richard Gere.
Richard Gere. He's done some good shit and some other stuff. Who is? Oh, Wes Huff. That's who. I can't believe I can remember that. More Wes Huff. I gotta suck it up.
I can't think of Richard Gere now without seeing the image from him with the Eye Babes. I don't know if y'all remember this movie. It was like movie 51 or something like that, where he checks the fan on the Eye Babe, and he brings his fingers back up. I always think of this image now of Richard Gere. It is y'all have to watch it, but it's from the Eye Babe scene where he's like the CEO or something of Eye Babes.
Yeah, the one that reminds me of Richard Gere is in Officer and Gentleman when Lou Gossett is hosing him down with it, and he's telling him, "You're out of here, you're done," and he screams, "I got nowhere else to go." And I always think, go to Canada. It's a wonderful place.
Hey, he might be from Canada, to be honest.
I think he might be. That's why I better be careful. You're going to bring me like the hounds from hell from Canada. Oh, I'm safe. I don't even know if they got an Air Force, do they?
No, he's from Pennsylvania. Close. Woosha.
Oh, Gere's from Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Gere's that was a big letdown. I figured at least be somewhere exotic. Oh no, we're from Hershey Squirts.
Yeah, you couldn't see him rocking that Amish look up there in the PA?
No more than I could rock the Amish in Indiana, because many we got quite a few. Queen Latifah, Tay Diggs, woof. Earl's got it. She's on it. And then I think we'll probably do a show at 9:30 or whatever, a little bit after Ed's gets done. I'll have Earl come educate me on whatever it was I just said. Cognitive dissonance. The dissonance.
Yeah, one of those things.
One of them or both. I just, for some reason in my brain, I feel like I got two ideas that are conflicting or contradicting. I don't know what that would be called.
Yeah.
I'd be called marriage. I love you, dear, but I don't.
Well, I don't know. I feel like a lot of people in the circles that we run in misuse the term cognitive dissonance a little bit. My understanding about the terminology is the stress that's specifically created from holding competing ideals
Right.
or mutually exclusive ideals that just can't be rectified. That's actually what the cognitive dissonance is referred to, is the stress that is created specifically from the two unreconcilable components. And when you get to where you're starting, like sometimes people hold, and my brother-in-law was guilty of this. He would think about evolution, and he had a horseshoe crab, and he'd be like, "Oh yeah, those things have been around for, millions of years." And then he'd start talking about the creation story as if it was just as the Bible laid it out.
Right.
It's almost as if there's these two ideologies that he held, that he, depending on the circumstance, that he'd talk about him. But when you sit there and you talk about him to try to get him to rectify the timelines and fix it, man, I don't know, man. I don't know. So there's this unwillingness to try to rectify how the timelines and stuff worked. And you get a little stressful when you try to rectify them because it's problematic.
And this is what Earl's going to learn me about today.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I'm stepping on my apologies.
No, I know about it. It just, I go in it. It's kind of like we did one on, you really voted for Trump. And see, I went into it and not to even push back or defend myself because of she had a thing about, this is going to show that two people can have two different ideas and not act like total twats, towards each other. And I kept hearing, like, especially from, the left, oh, Earl destroyed him. It's like, okay, and I've always said I would never debate or, have a serious discussion other than a discussion with Earl about politics, because I'm not much into it. But, so it was like she was presenting her case to me, okay. And it's like, how do somebody get that somebody won or lost out of that when I've already said when I started, this isn't what everybody thinks. It's not a, her hammer me and me try to defend it. She wanted to know why I voted for him, and I did. She told me why I was wrong, which is normal because I'm always wrong. And I'm not even from Canada. Damn.
Well, I don't get into the subject a lot just because I don't think it's beneficial to mess with the end results of conclusions. It's beneficial to mess with the processes of how one comes to conclusions. And the problem for me isn't anything to do with Trump being selected. The problem is the methodology upon which people use to select is problematic. And I think that needs to be fixed. The cult of personality thing is not something, no one should have loyalty to a person. The idea that somebody should be loyal to a person, to me, is just absurd. I'm not loyal to anybody. I'll flip on any president, any person.
Oh, yeah.
There are ideas that I'm loyal to, those concepts and consistent with those. And most of those are in the Constitution. And if you operate against those in any way, I'm not loyal to you at all. I'll flee you in a dime.
Right. Well, it's like the other day I got into a discussion with somebody about the Second Amendment. And I'm a diehard gun guy. I do belong to the NRA, only because I wanted the sticker. It's a big thing to have around here with the cops. I mean, sorry, but but I don't have anything against guns. I've got so many of them.
Pragmatism to me. Huh?
And they're like their whole argument or counter to whatever I said, which, like I said, I'm not, I probably can't articulate it as well as most people. But the response I got was, well, back then they were only talking about muzzle loaders and guns like that and swords and blah, 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 blah. I said, so what you're saying is the Second Amendment today isn't the same as it was back then because of technology. And they're like, yes, exactly. I said, so what you're telling me then, your First Amendment right doesn't include cell phones, landlines, radios, televisions, because they didn't.
Yeah, I know the argument.
Yeah, and they're like, oh no, you're totally twisting it. I said, how am I twisting it? You're telling me the Second Amendment wasn't for, what they want to say, assault rifles or massive, magazines or what have you.
Yeah.
But yet when it's
there's a third party shift
here
though, there is a third party shift because the people that are creating the platforms that are giving them that wide variety of speech is a profiteering organization, whether it's what we're using here, whether it's YouTube or whether it's other platforms. It's not as if the government is controlling the subject either which way. The government's only thing is to maintain that people have the freedom of speech. The platforms, the third party, are the ones that are giving more capability or less capability for that, and that's a private interest thing for their own profits. So,
well, yeah, but
it is a little different.
If you talk to somebody using a cell phone, then your First Amendment rights shouldn't count because the technology still. I mean, it's the same argument, just on the other side.
Right, but then what is that?
What you're saying for sure, yeah.
What does the opposite of that look like then, Asho? When you say First Amendment rights don't count, so are you saying that the government should be able to curtail the phone call or the?
No. I'm not saying that. Right. What I'm saying is if somebody's going to argue that the Second Amendment right was based on muzzle loaders, we'll just leave it at that, muzzle loaders, and not today's, bigger, better, faster, more powerful guns or weapons, then it would also apply to any other amendment or constitution that technology wasn't mentioned. And really just me being a smart ass, but it's,
a little bit. But the problem is we know that at some point there's an arbitrary line that everybody feels a comfort level to say, okay, that's too far. Like when we do like AK-47, should they be able to have tanks? And you might even get people, people should be able to own tanks. Okay. What about nuclear warheads?
If you get the right
at some point, everybody's like, calm down.
Tanks are actually easier to get, believe it or not, than probably some guns. Maybe. Because a lot of the tanks are decommissioned. The turret doesn't shoot, whatever it may be. They're not allowed to, obviously.
I just think that there's this all or none dichotomy that people play with that we know that that's not the case.
Oh, yeah.
Like when we're talking about freedoms, like if people say, well, you're free to this, well, are you free to speed? Well, maybe just a little bit, or how much? There's always these. At some point, we draw arbitrary lines, but we draw these arbitrary lines for safety. So, I think the point of the people that are doing the constitutional argument, people were able to have guns, but now that gun is exponentially able to kill more and more people in a short amount of time before you can even stop them. And weapons, you could get a runaway with this. At some point, everybody draws an arbitrary line and says, okay, maybe not nuclear weapons,
Oh, yeah, I know. And I'm not even saying tanks. Because I know some people that would, even if you couldn't shoot it, they're going to run over some cars. Hey, hold my beer. Watch this, Bubba. But no, I'm not totally not let anybody have a gun or anything like that by any means. Being a smart ass with the technology one. But if somebody's mentally ill, they shouldn't have a gun. But gun control isn't necessarily the answer. And what just happened in Australia is a prime example. They've got some of the strictest gun laws in there, and they just had a shooting down there. Belgium had a
singular incident.
Pardon me?
So this is where I disagree. Like when these knee-jerk reactions and how we look at like singular events, we shouldn't look at those as the same thing as like statistics that are happening over a period of time. So when you look at nations that do have, extreme gun laws and their violence, their statistics with guns are extraordinarily different than ours. That's the thing that you have to look at, and not an isolated incident, maybe also less than isolated.
But also on that number, you have to take in consideration that I think they're saying 60,000. It might be a totally different number. For some reason, 60,000 is popping up in my head of gun-related deaths in the States. Well, I think 34,000 of those are suicide. So is gun control really going to solve that? People are going to get guns regardless of how much you try to, tell them not to. I mean, even in, and this isn't just a singular thing, but even in UK, yes, they don't have guns there, but they've got an increase in knife stabbings. And granted, you're not going to stab 20 or 30 people.
No,
you're still going to do damage with them.
Sure.
Why stop there? I mean, we've got, I think it's like 100,000 car-related deaths. Well, why are we?
I just have to go with whatever the statistics are, and I'd love
right. And, but it's like saying, okay, don't fly on an airplane because say 10,000 die every year, regardless. Yeah. I mean, some things you're not going to prevent, and that's what my point of it is, that no matter what you do, somebody's not going to like the outcome regardless.
Yeah. We had down here in Louisiana, Mississippi, we have a lot of people that push against seatbelt laws.
I remember that
forms and stuff on it that says that that's against their constitution and that's an infringement. They should have their own, and even mandatory having to have insurance. Mississippi was the last state in the U.S. to have insurance, and there was a big push for this, that this was unconstitutional. But a lot of states didn't want Mississippi people driving in their states because they didn't have any damn insurance. So it was problematic. But yeah, there's a lot of pushback on these kind of subjects even now that they're infringing on it. But when you look at the statistics and the amount of people that wreck that have a seatbelt that live, compare it. I mean, the statistics aren't lying. I mean, you're wearing a seatbelt, it's just exponentially lower chance of dying with the seatbelt on.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely a seat. Not that I always wear it. I'm not going to be lying, but if I go on a long trip, I'm wearing it. To the grocery store 5 miles away, I usually don't. I'm not saying it's right, but that's just me. But for somebody to argue against seatbelts that, say if they said they don't change anything, I know firsthand because I was a voluntary fire. We have a volunteer fire department here, so I was part of that. Was an EMT. My dad was the same thing, and probably 50% of the wrecks that we went to, especially the fatality ones, were no seatbelt.
Yeah.
And we had this one especially, and it took me a while to get over, was the child was in the passenger seat in a seatbelt. The father wasn't, but if you're not secured down, you're a projectile. Literally ended up flying into the child, and they both ended up, dying. That was probably, I almost quit the fire department that day because it's people that I knew.
I've seen some pretty rough ones myself.
Yeah.
With the sheriff's department, I've seen some pretty rough ones. And one that a seatbelt would have saved, I remember with a barbed wire fence that he was flung out and caught into a barbed wire fence and almost completely cut in half on the barbed wire fence. And the truth be told, he shouldn't have come out of the vehicle. He should have had his damn seatbelt on. But he did fly right out of the windshield and into the barbed wire fence, and it cut him almost completely in half.
Yeah, we've had. I remember years ago. What now it's more 4-wheelers here, but there are people that have snowmobiles. But like 30 years ago, everybody had snowmobiles because they're better than the 3-wheelers. And we had a lot of incidences where I don't think I ever went to one where the person ended up dying, but there was other people, but they would be driving into fences, like you said, doing massive damage. If you're even just doing 30 or 40, a wire around your neck is probably either going to, decapitate. I can't even say the word. Chop your head off, or you're going to be, you might as well, die. Just because people being, not very careful.
Well, this one hit Goldberg. This one had a ditch that was elevated property and then had a thing just a little bit. But he wound up going into the ditch, hit the side of the ditch. That stopped him. He flew out and hit the barbed wire fence. And it was bad. But then, we've seen some that just hit a tree and the limb wound up coming in and jabbed through a guy. And I remember calling my family one night on that subject and just telling them I love them. It was that was a bad one, but just a tree limb, just a branch sticking right out, got a hold of the guy.
Yeah, it's just I've seen some awful stuff and don't miss it, but I do miss it, if that makes any sense.
Yep.
That's what's bad. Is it'd be one thing if I, like where I live, if I drove 20 miles to, like say, not that you guys know where I live necessarily, but a little town Lebanon, and was a fireman there, I wouldn't know a lot of people there. Whereas this is your backyard, your neighbor's house catches fire in the middle of the night, everybody's phone rings, and I got I used to have the blue light on my truck. Yeah.
I'll tell you a crazy one that I ran into is we had an old lady that was reported missing, and she apparently was a bit of a drinker, and she was missing for like a month. No one couldn't be found. And we had out on the highway, not too far, right outside of the city, a deer got hit on the road and it ran off into the woods. And after the traffic incident was worked, one of the officers, I don't want to name too much, but wound up going out into the wood line to look to see if he could find the deer. It was just going to get it over here and throw it in the back of a friend's pickup. He assumed the deer died. It got hit so well, but it still limped off the road. Well, anyway, looking in the middle of the night with a flashlight in there, he wound up seeing a license plate, and this woman that had been missing for a month, this old lady, found her car up in there, out thick in the brush. And she had been dead in there for probably a month, and it was really bad. But yeah, shovels were involved, and that was one of the worst ones I ever remember messing with.
Yeah, I've watched a few. I still watch like some of the rescues on YouTube just out of, but I've been on this kick where they're finding cars underwater, wherever, however long they've been there, and there's bodies in there, and that's definitely a rough one. I don't think I would be able to do that one.
Yeah,
people
kids are the worst.
Yeah,
kids getting hit by a vehicle or the worst. Just getting mangled up. It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up we both grew up in the time where you could eat dirt right in the back of a pickup truck and it was okay.
Yeah.
Now you're a bad parent if either of those, but yet I think we were happier and more healthy back in our youth, being forced to go outside.
Well, years ago, and I'm thankful, I guess now looking back, we had a lieutenant that ran the younger people out of the house on a call that a child was put inside of a dryer. And he ran the younger people off with the sheriff's department that weren't seniors because he didn't want them to see it. And looking back, I'm thankful. Yeah. But yeah, they had a little one in a dryer that just spun, and it was a mess, is my understanding. But I got out of the house and I didn't see it.
Yeah. Well, I was with Dad, and we got the call that there was an accident right by my house. It was less than like a half a mile. I could see the railroad track, from where I was living. So I responded to Dad, want to know if I wanted to go, and he's going to pick me up. So I had all my gear, threw it back there. Come to find out, it was his brother or my step uncle. Had a big old truck, the balloon tires, and he'd been arrested like 6 or 7 times for DUI. Mm-hmm. And he was drinking this time, and we were the first on the scene. And all we seen was, we thought all his teeth were like crushed, or he smacked his face because there was crap everywhere that looked like teeth. Come to find out later that it was just potato chips. But he was so bad that they weren't even sure if he was going to make it. Ended up had his spleen removed because he burst it from, I guess, hitting the steering wheel or whatever. And he was in the hospital for many, many. And he still didn't quit drinking. Just recently, like maybe a year ago or so, I was coming home and it was snowing, and there was an ambulance in his driveway, and he lives by himself. So I drove over there, and of course they were leaving, so I didn't have any idea. Called his other brother, and he didn't have any idea. I had to wait till he got to the hospital, and pretty much they're saying that if he doesn't quit drinking, he's going to die soon. Even through all that, he was still drinking, and supposedly he's not drinking now, I hope.
Yeah, Martin, I agree. I feel naked without a seatbelt sometimes when I'm in the vehicle. Yeah. If I don't have it in, I can feel like, oh God, what's going on?
I do when I drive, but for me, my problem is like when I'm driving the tractor and stuff. I mean, you've got seatbelts, but really, if a trailer or if a tractor rolls over, chances are you're going to be crushed anyway. You're going to want to jump.
I don't wear a seatbelt on the forklift, no matter what the forklift says. I don't know why. I just don't think that the mechanics are like the forklift is the smaller forklifts. I feel like you can fall over with the thing and not be able to keep yourself on the top side of it. Maybe I'm wrong about the mechanics on it, but it just feels like I might get myself.
I don't want to take a chance because on the obviously on the stand-up ones there's no seat belts, but like on the sit-downs when I used to I never wore them driving in the truck because I've seen way too many videos, heard too many stories about trucks driving off, even if they're, the like with us, we have a locking mechanism on the very back where they're that long bar below is it hooks underneath there so it can't move. But I've heard and seen stories and videos of, the truck pulling out and there goes the fork truck straight to the ground. I'm jumping. I don't care.
There's a very well-known road down here by Grand Isle that is a built-up road, and there's waters on both sides of it. The truck drivers, 100% for sure, they all take their seatbelt off on the road. And if I had to guess, a lot of civilians take their seatbelt off also when they're on the road. There's just almost nothing to hit. It's just water on both sides, and the road is built up. It's almost like a bridge, but there's no rails on it, right? And it's just land built up that goes out. It's out in Grand Isle area.
Oh, it sounds like around here, there's like some like ponds and stuff, and they have like a dam, but it's nothing but no concrete, no reinforcements. It's all earth.
Yeah, and if you drive it at night, you can look to your right and look to your left, and it's just blackness.
Yeah.
There's just blackness of water that just goes on. And I've drove it too. And I remember getting on that road and I'm like, I take my seatbelt off. Because you imagine out here in the pitch of black, just going out into the water and you can't even find what's up or whatever.
Yeah.
There's just one less thing you want to be dealing with, and that's the seatbelt. So I will say that little situation specifically, I understand people taking their seatbelt off there. Other than that, seatbelt guy.
Yeah, they've had, like Mom was, they had a trailer down at Sugar Mill Lake that had the same, and there's this one spot especially that they've had several, like everybody has golf carts. And when I say golf carts, I'm talking about $15,000, $20,000, $30,000 golf carts, which I find ridiculous. But there's been several that have ended up in the water because they drive it at night, don't have great lights, and they end up or drinking, to boot. Yeah. That was one night it happened. Dad got his truck and was trying to pull this thing out, and you just can't. It was so steep. And so I don't know how they ever got that one out of there because we left the next morning because we had to go somewhere else. But hell, we went there every weekend. But yeah, people are just dumb.
Earl, is that a challenge? Do we need to try to get you really angry so that we can see it on YouTube?
Well, if she gets angry enough, she's got control, so she can do what she wants. I like curse, but if Earl finds a need to discipline him, that's why she's a mod. Sorry.
Yeah.
It's Stockholm Syndrome, curse. Sorry.
I'm too old to get really angry, and I try to think that I'm civilized enough to never get angry. But I'm
funny. I get more angry about like this bull crap that I heard about this morning with Gigi. That just set me off. No, it's me. I don't care. I laugh at them. I've been through this. I've done that, but it's like.
So what happened? I guess I'm going to get into the muck of this. What happened? What are you talking about?
Basically, me and Zedin have been accused of taking over Gigi's channel, which, okay, no big deal. Don't care. But it's kind of weird because neither one of us are barely ever on stage. So
yeah, I've heard a few people supposedly taking over Gangster Ghost's channel. Look, Gangster Ghost is he's grown and he has got his own little kick button. It's his channel, and he can get rid of it.
And to be honest, and I just told him this the other day, that there's Clay. I'm proud of the way that his channel is turned around. It used to be a bunch of dumpster fires, literally. Now you have some great conversations. I mean, you got a lot of BS and like we are now, but don't tell somebody else how to run their channel. And this one Canadian, especially, who knows everything, even though he doesn't live everywhere, he knows everything. But he pretty much came on, was told Gigi that if he wants to be friends with them, these conditions are going to have to be met, blah, 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 blah. And if it was me, I'd have told him to go F yourself.
Get rid of conditional friends.
Just right, exactly.
I don't know what to say.
It's just stupid. I mean, I've got a lot of friends that are theists on here, and we get into disagreements, obviously, because I'm an atheist, but, it doesn't get to the point of this crap.
Yeah.
But it's like, it's weird because the Canadian,
Mike just went to crap.
Yeah.
You sure it's my mouth not placed?
Maybe it's feedback.
Is it my end?
I think it is actually. Yeah, because I heard myself feedback through it, and now that you're muted, it's not.
Yeah, Clay ruins everything. Let's try this.
Yeah, it's coming through. I'm putting it on the speakerphone. It's coming through Bluetooth in my car.
It's the software in that phone. It's not canceling out the feedback.
No, it's the loose nut behind the controls that's not working.
No, software can do a lot of this, and a lot of them that it'll play through, the volume will come out, and it won't intake that, and its software is canceling it out, but some of them don't have it set up right.
Well, that's probably me. Did you get anything,
No.
Clay? He went hunting. I'm trying to see if he got anything. He might have got a cold.
Oh,
and stay out. Oh, Lordy.
No, I did an interview with Objective Ethics, and he did it on his phone. And I was really concerned because I'd conversated with another guy that had a real bad feedback problem from the output of what's being said coming back into the phone. But then when Objective Ethics ran the whole thing on his phone, like there was no feedback issue because whatever's going on, I don't know if it's the phone software or what it is, but it's completely handling the situation. So when it's got outbound sound coming out, it does not allow that outbound sound to come back in the speaker, whether it's canceling it out by software in the algorithm or whether it's canceling it out so that it just cuts the mic out while the outbound. I don't know, but there was no feedback on it. It was clean as hell, but that's got to be software side.
Yeah, that's why I don't like using my phone. Plus, it's too small for me to see.
Yeah, I don't count them out now. If the phone is, and the software is set right, I mean, it can work fine. But you can tell immediately when it's not, and everything you say is coming right back in the damn mic.
That's why when I thought it might have been me, I double checked my other, like the YouTube, because sometimes I'll leave that, the sound going, and that's what I get it from, and I just got muted, and I'm fine. But yeah, that was Clay, I guess. Oh, that was fire.
If I get feedback, all hell is broken loose because I'm not sure how this could get feedback. Test.
Yeah, what's weird is when I was co-hosting a show on a different channel, I had to go out and buy the super duper microphone and the greenback and all this crap, and I never used any of it. I was using my Chromebook back then. I said, well, why do I need all this crap? Everybody was saying, oh, well, that's not going to work very well, and it worked great. Now I'm on a laptop, and I don't usually have too much trouble with it, but
I tried to see if I could make feedback happen.
Well, get your wife started. You'll get feedback, I'm sure.
No, yeah. I'm talking about a feedback loop though, because obviously all the outbounds coming into a little earbud and all the inbounds coming in through a mic. So unless the mic could pick up the earbud, there's no chance of having feedback.
For some reason, Clay sent me a message. I'm trying to see my phone doesn't work well. Well, that's weird because he's saying StreamYard gives him trouble, and I've heard Restream is the one that everybody has trouble with on phones.
I don't know. That's what Austin told me as well. Austin, whenever I hosted with him,
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
What's that?
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah.
No, Austin Sims. Whenever
Austin.
I had Austin Sims on, we had he requested me to use something other than StreamYard, so I wound up using something other than Restream. So I wound up using StreamYard because he said he had a problem on his phone with Restream.
Oh, wait a second. Let me see. Yeah, he said.
Well, as I need to talk to you after the show.
Okay, then.
Okay. Tell I said thank you.
Okay. What is it? He's such an idiot. Then why do you get them on quite literally every show you're on? Oh wait, you blocked me so you won't respond or something. I don't even care about this little twit.
What are you talking about, Willis?
Oh, the same Canadian has to get the last or try to get the last word. I don't even know what he's trying to say. Don't even care. Not going to respond. But I mean, that's all I can do is chirp in the background.
The same Canadian. I love that that's become an insult. That's something that some parties are really good at. Specifically, like there's a conservative party thing that does like calling people a liberal or a Democrat is like they have made it an insult, but it's only inside of their group.
Right.
You know
well,
I mean?
It's like, okay, if you question, and I'm just going to say like the trans thing, because if you say anything or question everything, it's automatically phobia. Well, that's transphobia.
Yeah.
Or if you say something against autists, not even say something against it, or say something that somebody doesn't like, oh, you're, autism phobic or whatever. But yet these same people could say the same crap about straight people, and that can't be phobia. I don't get it. It's like we get to pick and choose what a phobia is, and the outlied groups do, I guess. And then if you're straight, that doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't get it.
I'm not sure it's the same thing. What I was
No,
talking about.
I mean, it's not, but it is in my mind. Well, and the thing about it is, the same Canadian thinks he justifies
Canadian
the shooting of a CEO just because of his job, and that's okay. But you want to say that you're a humanist? Oh, I almost said the N word, but not like that. Just like as forget it. Oh,
there are certain things, there are actions that are going to cause reactions.
There we go.
There's nothing you can do about them. That's why I try to not get into subjects like that. Like, I don't condone nor condemn the subject. I don't even talk on the subject. Is it reactionary? Yeah, it's reactionary. And
Nigerian. There we go. Nigerian, please. Yeah, I run around with a lot of black guys, so I say that a lot around them, and it's like you get around white people, they're like, "Oh my God, you said the N word." No, I said the A word, but I won't say the N word. But then Nigerian, please, okay, I can do that one.
There you go.
Oh.
All right, well, I got to do a little prep and all, I think, before this show anyway, and I got to check some emails.
I got to learn to read before I come see your stream.
Yeah, as always, I enjoyed. Y'all are fixing to go to another one later tonight. You mentioned you going to Earl's
after yours. Well, after yours, I'll go to Ed's. His is at 7:30, something like that. And then we're going to stream after his at like probably 9:30.
You say Ed? Is that the Rabid Atheist?
Yeah, Rabid Atheist. Sorry,
yeah.
Rabid.
Yeah.
You ever heard of the Rabid Atheist?
Can't say I have. I poked back a little bit before, back and forth between Ed and I go to
Dave's
name of the Captive Desk.
Yeah, Dave's. I forgot about him because I think he does at 5.
Yeah, he does at 5, and I'm going to be going a little bit into that one because Kurt asked me to move this one a little bit for him for his schedule. Kurt, I normally do it at 2.
I don't get into his streams as much as I'd like to, just for the fact there's a lot of people in there I just don't want to be around.
Oh lordy!
From past experience, I was on it. Yeah, it's part of the reason why I walked away from it. Co-hosting with somebody.
Yeah, somebody said something over there with, I don't remember who it was, but there was some kind of offhanded comment about either you or Gangster's Ghost, and I wouldn't even get into that much anymore with them because they've gotten so far. And I was like, well, I'm going to do me. So
no, well, it doesn't. It's I'll just let them have their little say. But a lot of it, in general, I can almost tell you which ones it be like Maya or Titan Uranus. They're the worst ones.
Yeah.
And when anything they say or do, I don't even care. I really don't.
Yeah, I don't know one from the other. Like I said, I try to be above the fray, and I try to.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm welcome back on there. I mean, Joe's always gave me an open, but every time I've been in there maybe 2 or 3 times in the last year and a half since I walked away from it, and every time I go in there, it's the same crap. I just don't. I ain't got time for echo chambers. I really don't. And that's just what I feel that turned into. And I'm not. And he does a lot of politics, and I'm just not into politics like that.
Yeah,
not at all. But somebody told me that Joe got a new co-host for politics, or maybe everything. Hell, I don't even know. I thought Robin was doing that, but I try not to keep track of those people too much because I just have not much in common.
Anyway, appreciate you having me on, Azzo.
No
good
problem.
chatting with you. Gangster, take care, man. Yeah, have a good one.
Later.
Yeah, hopefully I see him at 3 o'clock. I go see my mommy. We'll see what happens. Yeah, here we go.
Hope she's all right.
Yeah, she is. She got to be. She got to cook me breakfast. No, she don't. She's going to probably still be in there for a few days. So I'm going to be waiting for breakfast for a while. To be honest.
Oh, I need to tell you something. Here's this website where I bought the WWF Raw 93 and ECW 93. That's back then when ECW started out as Eastern Championship Wrestling. They had wrestlers like Superfly Snuka, the Road Warriors, stuff like that on there.
Yeah. I love the Road Warriors until the one of the Road Warriors died.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Both of them, I think, passed away.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but they didn't die right away. The gosh, I don't know if it was Hawk or
Hawk first, and then Animal.
Okay, well, yeah, they were, and that's what's weird is, I mean, they're such big, manly, healthy-looking dudes that it's sad. What does this say? Oh dear, maybe the stuff with secular rarity got worse with Robin. I should check on her and make sure she's okay. Have fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I got that. I can't wait to get that from. It's from the UK, but it's region free, so playing anything.
That is nice. For realies.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy and stuff. But
I hear my grandson up and around.
Oh, can I talk to you after the show real quick?
Yeah. I'm actually going to probably shut this down shortly so I could, like probably the next few minutes, so I can talk to Gigi and then go spend some time with my grandkids and then hopefully spend some time on Skeptic's show until then. And I got 2 dogs looking right at me, so I think they need to go out.
Oh, no.
Speak.
Get you.
Speak. Why aren't you going to speak? Speak. No, don't let me speak. Jack, why are you hugging me? I'm glad I don't got my camera on. You'd swear this is perverted. I got 2 dogs attacking me. Well, hold on. Let me see if he doesn't move before I get the camera on. This is what I deal with this dog. Don't lick my face. I will kick your ass. He is literally in my whole body. On my body, I cannot move.
Aw. Adorable dog.
Oh, baby. Oh. Where are you going? He's never done this. He's so weird. My poor doggy. See you, Martin. I'll see you probably at Ed's tonight. Hey, Spooky.
Hi, Spooky.
Oh, I talk to Gigi all the time. Dog, it's. I don't know if it's the Hellhound today or if it's Harper. I'm thinking Hellhound. I gotta give him a bath though. Yeah, it's a baby boy. He's a baby. Some poor Chewy's right here wanting some too.
Oh, adorable dog. Just
adorable dog. Adorable dog. But for those of you that even care, me and Earl are going to be streaming tonight, roughly at 9:30 after Rabbit Atheist, give or take, and we'll probably do a little talking about cognitive dissonance, and that's probably shoot the shit after that and talk about how great Indiana football is right now. Go Big Red! Oh, my poor hair. Okay. But I appreciate everybody coming in. I don't even know how long I've been on for 2 hours already.
You can remind me of Ted DiBiase.
Yeah, I need to trim this up. Yeah, Ted's got millions of dollars more than I've got. I've got $1.25 in my pocket and a nickel 240 in my shoe.
What if it turns out you're related to him?
I probably am. He's my great crap happy, who didn't leave me nothing in the will. No, but he's still alive, so I guess can't leave me nothing yet.
Yeah.
Okay,
great.
with that, I'm going to shut this down and then see you laters. And Earl, 9:30ish. Well, I'll see you at Ed's stream too. But thanks everybody, and hope we didn't bore you too much.
Oh, thank you.